everyone. Welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another unboxing. We're only 3 months into the year, and I've already checked off. Well, I'm about to check off the third book off my 2024 hunt list, which is moving rather rapidly for me, and may not be that long before I check another one off. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Depends. But yeah, so we're working on that hunt list. We're working on kind of wrapping up the whole 50 effort that I did. We're trying to close in on some of this. So yeah, so we got another book to unbox. The last time I got one of these, it came in a bubble envelope and nothing else. This one does have it came in a box and then a bubble envelope inside it, and it was just rattling around in the box. Anyway, this one, bubble envelope, but does have hard cardboard, so that's a good sign. We're going to give a few minutes here just at the beginning to let some folks maybe hop in and join us. My man really was tailgating earlier. GTK was here earlier. Los is here now. Welcome, Los. So yeah, got a book off the list. Let's show everybody the list here. I can show it to you on the thing, but I can do this. So yeah, those are the 8 books that I'm sort of prioritizing. There's some other things on my want list, but those are kind of the 8 books I'm prioritizing. Star Spangled 65, if you don't know what that is the first kind of Robin solo. He goes over to Star Spangled for a long time, and it's kind of a solo story. If you've ever read Robin Year One, it kind of actually adapts that story. Hey, Blue Collar Dan. The Golden Age Sensation comic, 20 is my favorite of them, but that's probably not going to be, that doesn't come up very often. So really, I'm just looking for a Golden Age Sensation that is a cover I love, which there's a few options there. Obviously, the Batgirl Adventures I'm just going across the top row on the slide. The Detective Comics 211 I got already. Batman 35, if you don't know what that is, first time Catwoman appears in her like classic Golden Age purple costume. Before that, she was either just a woman in a dress or she had like a weird mascot cat head thing. Tales of Suspense 52, First Black Widow. Zatanna 16, Dim Legs, which I already have 15, and I have Zatanna's first appearance, so that's kind of the next book on my Zatanna list. And then Detective Comics 369, which is kind of the first team up of Batgirl and Robin. So those are the books on my list. There's GTK is back. So we got 2 of them. We got that Batgirl Adventures that I got signed by Bruce Timm, and we got a Detective Comics 211 early this year. So yeah, so we got one more book to go. We're 3 minutes in, or almost 4 minutes in. Big Lion Cat, what is going on, my friend? I have not seen you for a little while. I haven't been in your chat. You haven't been in my chat. But I'm glad you're here now. I've kind of missed you, man. And a lot of that's on me because I don't get around to watching enough other people's streams as I used to. So yeah, we're going to start opening this up. We gave 4 minutes. I don't want this to be like a 30-minute video for a single unboxing. So yeah, we're going to cut the long way here. Because I think it's actually going to be easier in the long run. We'll see. So, anybody got guesses on which book I picked up? I will tell you, I did drop a hint recently that you might not. So yeah, they got it in. Do they make like Gemini mailers for slabs now? What this looks like. I don't know if I can get it out of here. I may have to cut some more. I'm going to have to cut some more. I have to get it out of there. Just got back from North Carolina. It's very nice. Very nice. They do make Gemini mailers for slabs. I had no idea. No friggin' idea. All right. So, yeah. And here, there's the bubble wrap. Gemini, I love Do Not Bend and Fragile, which was inside the bubble wrap thing. So I'm not sure that's super effective. But yeah, interesting. And it's even got, once you seal it, it's got a pull thing. So it's like sealed. Oh, I did not know they made these. That's pretty cool. But you could retape it. Hung out with Jigs and Wolf Blitz. Very nice. Good for you, man. Hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys had a good time. So yeah, that is sweet. Yeah, that is. Huh. I'd never seen one of those. Maybe I'm living under a rock. Maybe that's a common thing. As soon as you guys see the back, you're gonna know what this is. So I'm gonna look at it for just a second before I show it to you. Sweet. Because the reason I say that is the back. It's modern. There's only one modern book. Hey, Kenneth Bird, on my list, and I did get them legs, as Thanatos would say. Zatanna 15 or 16. Adam Hughes, just a freaking gorgeous book. I did go with the 9.6. I decided not to pay the $500 to $600 for a 9.8. Seemed kind of stupid. This is a short box. The person put an offer out. I countered basically at the median price of like the last 5 sales on Go Collect, and they agreed. And so it's like sweet for a 9.6. And yeah, so I got this for a good deal, right in line with what current value is, which is down a little bit from where it had been. And yeah, a gorgeous red copy. I see why it's a 9.6. There's 2 little spine ticks on the front. Boy, it could still use a press, but I don't think it actually gets. Like, it could definitely use a press, but like I don't. With both of those spine ticks bright color, so I don't think it actually helps the grade any. So I'll probably just leave it. But yeah, they could be pressed, and you would get the little indentation out anyway. But yeah, well, does the one bright color? The one does not. The one does though. So I still don't know that it would come back in 9.8, but so I probably won't mess with it. But yeah, freaking gorgeous book, gorgeous copy of a book I love. Leave it. You're right. Thank you. We got a little boom from Blue Collar Dan. So yeah, so that is another book checked off. Boy, you can really see that this book is kind of wavy. I'm surprised it got a 9.6, honestly. Like, I mean, they're not color breaks, but it could definitely like be pressed. I mean, none of it's like anything that a pressing wouldn't get rid of, but yeah, it definitely has some more like some waviness to it a little bit, but don't care. Don't really care. I mean, I'm not that worried about it. And yeah, it's a freaking gorgeous book. So yeah, so I now have 15 and 16 and her first appearance. I don't know what the next kind of Zatanna book would be. And I got like her second appearance. No, I don't have her second appearance. I have her first true cover, like really good cover. And then I don't have the one where she like the Atom. I'm missing her second appearance. So I guess the second appearance would be the next thing. But yeah. I like to see a cosplayer like her. Yeah, for sure. Favorite Zatanna cover? Yeah. I actually think I'm still slightly partial to 15 over this one, but they're both freaking amazing. And yeah. And I am glad to finally check this off the list. This was on the list all the way going back to the 50, like when a few years ago, kind of fell off my list. And it's like, when I narrowed it down later and kind of changed some of the books. But when I got to this point, I was like, you know what? I want to check that book off and finish it. So yeah, so we can circle it on my 2024 goals. What is today? Today is the 26th. 3/26 24, and we did get that 9.6. So yeah, we can check that off circle that sucker on our goals. Like I said, go back to the original 50 list that I was looking for on there. Actually, this list changed a little bit over the years as I kept going, but yeah. And yeah, my original goal all those years ago was 9.6. So yeah, didn't really change because I've never been the 9.8 guy. I just love having the book. Whoa, I'm way out of focus. This is the joys of the old camera because I'm upstairs. I should bring my other camera back up, I guess, because I haven't been going downstairs lately. But yeah, super out of focus. All right, do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, I want to thank the few of you that hung out with me for this. We'll keep this under 15. We're at 11 minutes, so we'll get out of here really quick. But yeah, that is my third big pickup of the year. Super happy to finally have this book and check it off the list. Now we gotta, maybe I got a little bigger tax return than I was expecting, so hoping to maybe go after. Where'd my list go? I had the 50 thing, and then I got it all mixed up, but I don't know where my 24 list is. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. It got shuffled in the middle. So I'm hoping to maybe check another one off here relatively shortly. Yeah. I'm not super picky. I usually just want the book. I mean, like a modern, I want a pretty high grade, but that premium to go from a 9.4 or 9.6 to a 9.8, I don't often really want to pay. I'll be honest. Not that I don't like a 9.8, but I would, especially seeing as they're trying to devalue 9.8s right now. It really doesn't mean as much to me now. So, but yeah. So hopefully soon we can check one of these others off if I find the right deal on one of them for the right book. So we will see. So with that, so almost 5 years ago in November, Comics and Bud. Just give the quick history here. I created a list of 50 comics that I wanted to have in my collection. If I could have any 50 books, these are the ones. And I put in the effort to go and track them down. About a year in, some of them, I kind of cheated a little bit with the 50 because there was a couple of them I had just gotten or things that I had just been, but like that I kind of included because I'd already done some work and I was like, all right, I'm going to include these. But anyway, over the next 5 years, I want to get these 50 books. About a year in, I edited that list, cut a few books out because my taste had changed a little bit, and put a few books back in, or added a few books in because my taste had changed, and I did a 30. So it was like, okay, there's 30, 50 becomes 30. And then a year after that, I did the 25. And then I haven't really messed with it since I did the 25. And then what I did in November was I kind of looked at so it ended up being like between the three lists, ended up having like 64 different books that were part of it. And I had accumulated 43 of them, 43 of those 64. My goal was still to get to 50 of those 64 total books out of that list. There was a few of them didn't really matter anymore. So basically, I made a list of 12 that were kind of still books I wanted to try to get. That's right here, the final 12 that were kind of on those lists. There was a few that I just don't really care about that much anymore, but I'll probably never worry about owning. And then I basically just kind of went through and was like, okay, what's a realistic thing to go after this year? Things I want to prioritize from this. And that was where the 8 came from, with the goal of getting 7 within my 5-year goal and having 50 comics from those lists, even though I kind of changed the list midway. So that's where I'm at. So at this point, I'm down to, now that I have 3 checked off, to get to 50 in the 5 years, I have to get 4 more. I honestly put 8 on there because I figured, why not give myself a little wiggle room, because I may never see this book this year. Like it came up once already, but it was a pretty high grade, and it was more than I could afford, so I didn't get it. So this book doesn't always come up. You don't see it very often. Most of the rest of these you see, I mean, obviously a Golden Age sensation, there's all kinds of those. It's just finding the right cover with the right deal is really what that's about for me. And the other 3, the Batman 35 actually comes up fairly often. There's one that I've kind of had my eye on. It's a little overpriced for its condition. and it's been so I don't know. I may try to make that guy. It's been sitting there for a while. I may try to make that guy an offer and see if I can get it where I want it. But or I might go after couple. There's a couple of sensations I might go after, but we'll see. I have tell you what, this has been a hard one to find in a relatively like 7-ish. Because it's not an expensive book, so I'd like to get like a 7.0 or something, even though it's Silver Age. But boy, most everything I see is like a 3 or a 4 or or pretty low grade. So I may end up just having to bite the bullet and just buy a cheap one. But we'll see. We got some work to do. Obviously, Tales of Suspense probably a cheap one. So well, I mean, there's still other books that like I would love to have. These are just the ones that I've prioritized. And we'll see. Once I get through the 50, I'll probably like reevaluate what I want to collect. I may even get rid of some of these books in order to get different books because my tastes have changed. But I want to get the 50 in hand and then I can worry about the rest of it. So uh ooh, that's an impressive goal. 7.5 or higher? That's gonna take some work, man. Good luck. That's awesome. That's a cool goal though. All right, now we're at 16, 17 minutes. So for an unboxing. But yeah, thank you guys. Hopefully Comics and Bud, that was worth the re-explanation. So yeah, with that, we're gonna get out of here. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will be back tomorrow night with Unruly and Bearded Comic Bro. We're talking the first volume of Black Science. I only have one issue to go to finish the first volume for me. So yeah, looking forward to it. All right, with that, we're gonna get out of here. Later, everybody.